Blah, it's two schmucks.
Today we got a special episode dedicated to one of the most irrelevant gaming systems in Nintendo's existence. Carter, what are we talking about?
We're talking about the Nintendo Wii U.
The Nintendo Wii U. Which,
Yeah. Dang. Good stuff.
yeah, it's not bad. For what it is, I actually rather like it. Yeah, it's a little silly with this, where we got our little gamepad here that you can't travel out of the vicinity of the console itself. So it's not quite portable, but it does give the facade that it's portable. And I guess that's all that matters.
Yeah, well, honestly, like, with my gamepad, like, if the TV's being used, like, if my girlfriend's watching Netflix or whatever, I could be playing Zelda Breath of the Wild or, like, really anything on the system. It's awesome, like, I got a lot of use out of mine, and I still use it today. Like, I'll play Mario Maker.
Yeah, that's, like, really the only real game, if you don't own a Switch. It's probably, like, the only real game out there that would constitute purchasing a Wii U at this point in time. But now that we have Mario Maker 2, maybe not so much. Yeah. I know one of my favorite things to do with my Wii U is to bring it in the toilet with me.
Oh, fuck!
So it works real good. Carter, I wouldn't put your fingers on this gamepad if I were you.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna touch that shit. Outside of, like, the Wii U library, you have, like, the Virtual Console library, which
it's expensive. It's like pretty big.
Yeah, NES, SNES, Game Boy Advance, N64, and then, like, if you go searching, there's also TurboGrafx games on there. Yeah, like, dude, everyone's pumped up about the TurboGrafx Mini, but, like, a lot of those shmups from the TurboGrafx, like, and then some of, like, those, like, weirdo games like Devil's Crush and Alien Crush.
Oh yeah, those pinball games that are addicting as shit.
Yeah, like, there's, like, like, I got Air Zonk on mine. That one's an awesome shmup. Where it's like
Air Zonk is totally fun.
It's like from the spin-off from the Bonk series, but it's like a cute 'em up, I guess.
Yeah.
That's a cool one. And then even, like, back, like, with the N64 games and stuff, like, I have Sin and Punishment, which is a treasure game that they made for the N64. And
what a great developer Treasure is. Oh my god.
Yeah, like, it was only released on the N64 in Japan, but now you can get it in America on the Wii U. And I think the original Wii had it too, but it's awesome to play it in HD, like, on your TV, and you can also, play it on the toilet on your gamepad. Like, that's awesome. Like, people don't give the Virtual Console on this system enough credit.
I'm more of a physical person. I really like physical copies of games more than I would wanting to download. But sometimes, like, downloading them is the only option. And in that case, yeah, you totally have my, like, $10 or $15, how much ever it is to purchase it. But for the most part, if I can get a physical copy of a game, well, damn it, I'm going to get a physical copy of the game. Yeah. And, I wish I had a copy of it, but limited run games recently came into fruition on their promise to release Axiom Verge on the Wii U in a special collector's edition. And oh my god, do I wish I fucking, like, I had the money right when it came out onto their website to get a copy. It sold out instantly almost. You know?
And, like, it's like, you could consider it like the ultimate version of the game because it has the gamepad support. So you have, like, I think it's your map, like, shows up on the gamepad. So it's actually, like, even better if you play it with the gamepad. And you have the option where you can switch, like, you can press a button and play the game on the gamepad. So it's, it's almost like, you can sit on the toilet and play Axiom Verge.
All things go back to playing the Wii U on the toilet.
On the Virtual Console for, like, how they have all the classic systems, and they have the DS games. You can play the DS games on your Wii U in a bunch of different formats. Like, you could have the bottom screen on the gamepad and the top screen on your TV. and that's super fun. But then like games like Zelda Spirit Tracks and stuff where they use the stylus, you could play it with your stylus like on the gamepad and like
that is a really neat feature, honestly.
Yeah,
like what other consoles are you going to have like a dual screen function with it? So the Wii U fits great for backwards compatibility with a lot of those 3DS or old DS games.
Yeah,
I guess I should say.
touchscreen games and stuff. Like there's a bunch on the Wii U that you can play, and you could also have the screen orientation where like the top screen is up like in one corner, and then the touch screen it shows in the side, and the smaller screen, or vice versa. You can have in a weird, almost like the Tate mode, where you flip your TV, like one half your TV is the top screen and the other half's the bottom screen. Like, I don't know. I thought the emulation on the DS games was a standout feature from the Virtual Console, because you can't really do that like on your PC or something if you downloaded an emulator and want to play these games. Like some of those games, like the Zelda games, like you have to have it with a stylus. Like, so that's one thing to note on here. That's good. And another thing too is it's backwards compatible with the Wii. So if you had like any of your Wii stuff, or if you had purchased games on the Wii Virtual Console, you can like play them right through the Wii setting on here. The Wii U gamepad, like originally they wanted it to, they had this TV service where you could like, you know, control your TV with the Wii U, but they later dropped that. But they still have, you press the TV button and it brings up a TV remote, and you can change the volume, or you can like change, you know, the channel. Like, it's convenient if like, you know, if you're just sitting there and you want to like switch it around, you know. I know it's kind of.
I thought, like, I don't know, I think the TV remote is probably, in retrospect, probably the handiest thing about this console itself. It's just for the fact that you can not only, like, change the channel, or go up and down on the volume, shut off your TV, etc., but, you know, you also can switch back and forth on your games on the pad. So, like, I don't know, it's probably, like, the most interesting feature about the game.
Like,
for me, but
I don't know, lots of times, like, you know, my girlfriend would be like trying to talk to me or something from like, you know, she'd be like in the other room, and like it's like, oh, what are you saying? It's like, oh, hold on, you know, it's like turning down the volume on the gamepad. You know, it's convenient, you know, like
it is a really neat feature for them to put on there, and a lot of companies probably wouldn't even think of that, honestly. So
yeah, like, dude,
it's
like,
appreciated.
Why the hell is my PS4 controller not be able to change the channel on my TV?
You know, now I'm kind of pissed off. Maybe, like, PlayStation, get your shit together and put a fucking remote on your fucking controller.
Dude, what the fuck, man? Sony, like, first, like, the PlayStation Mini, and now you fucking don't put volume controls on your controllers.
That and the goddamn cup holder.
There's an internet browser. I mean, most modern systems have the internet browser, but that's handy. Like, if you want to, like, if you're in the middle of playing a game and you want to look up a walkthrough, you can just like hit that internet browser and like
you just kind of toggle in between,
you
know,
it's
the
handy,
browser
like,
and the
you know,
game, so
like,
you can, you know.
The Switch is yet to get an internet browser, so like in that way you can almost consider the Wii U superior, you know, the Wii U Master Race. The
Wii U Master Race. So one of the biggest downfalls, I think, with this fucking thing right here is definitely the battery life for the controller itself. The gamepad usually is supposed to boast around like 3 hours, 4 hours. If I unplug this thing, usually in about an hour, that fucking red screen, that red thing's coming right up and
you it needs to be charged.
Yeah, it pisses me off to no end. You give me a fucking gamepad to play on, but you're like discouraging me from playing on it separately.
Yeah.
I have to have it plugged in constantly, so that requires another plug-in, the power adapter. Like, I have to have an outlet where I'm playing it on, like, by my couch.
Yeah, like
It's kind of not so great. So the last thing I really want to talk about with the Wii U before we go on to some of our favorite games is this going to be relevant in like 10 to 15 years? Is anybody going to really be going out of their way to collect for the Wii U? Or is this going to kind of just essentially be lost to the pixels and time, you know, like something like the Virtual Boy, where it only is really a footnote in Nintendo's history.
Yeah.
What do you feel about that? Do you think it's going to like retain collectability? Because there's not a lot of games that are just like for the Wii U anymore. They all have ports now on the Switch. So like we were saying, Mario Maker is one of the only real games right now, at least the first one that you want to play, that you have to get a Wii U for.
I think so, because it's like, it's also like the lowest selling Nintendo console. Like even the GameCube almost sold like twice as many copies.
So there is low quantities of them, so there maybe it will drive a demand.
Yeah, and the Virtual Boy like had that crazy ass like red and black like graphics that killed your eyeballs after 5 minutes of playing it. So like that's why that's not desirable. It's just like the games were good, but there wasn't really. There was like 14 games, so it's like not like people are gonna be like, oh, I really want to play like Wario Land or Mario Tennis. It's like there's not as much to be like sought after. But the Wii U is just like there's so many gems. Like
I think there's a little under 400 games too for the Wii U. In physical copies, I don't know. It's probably like half that. So it's I don't know. Even if you want to get a complete set, this is like a console that it's very possible to do without spending a fortune.
Yeah, and when you like factor in the virtual console too, like you think there's so many Zelda games, because you have the first Zelda, and then you have Zelda 2, but then you have Minish Cap, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. You have all the ones.
Plethora of games.
Yeah, like you have Wind Waker HD. You have Twilight Princess HD. Zelda Breath of the Wild. You have Hyrule Warriors, and I think last time I counted, there was like 11 or 12 different Zelda games on the system. So if you're a Zelda fan, or even if like you're like a Metroid fan, like they have the Metroid Prime trilogy, which is like 3 games, but you have Metroid Fusion, Metroid Zero Mission, Metroid, Super Metroid. So that's like
there's like more Metroid games on the Wii U than there are people that own Wii U.
There's like 7 different Metroid games. Like if you actually utilize the virtual console, like you could argue like this is the best Nintendo system.
So let us know what you think of the Wii U. Do you think it's like a great console? Do you think it's going to be legendary? Do you think it's going to get lost in the bits and pixels of time? Please let us know. Comment at the bottom of this video. Let us know. We want to hear from you, our Granfalloon.
Wii U!